Hello, welcome to How to Play Tarneeb, a game for 4 players. Now, this game comes to us from Paget.com, where you'll find all sorts of international rules for international games. This is a counterclockwise game, meaning all turns will go in a counterclockwise direction. It's also the game of Saudi Arabia. If you ever visit and play cards, this is likely the game that you'll play. And it's a pretty easy to get into game, though it is played extremely seriously with tournaments and strategy and all sorts of things discussed there and studied there. But overall, the game is pretty simple trick taker. Now in Saudi Arabia, you're going to deal all 13 cards to each player at once instead of in turned order like we did here. The bidding's going to be pretty simple. Your bids must be 7 or greater, and the bidding starts with the player on the dealer's right. You can pass. If all players pass, they'll throw all their cards back in and shuffle. And whoever wins the bid will determine the trump suit, and then we'll also start the trick-taking process by playing the first card in the first trick. So here we see everybody has passed, so we'll go ahead and reshuffle those. Now, scoring's pretty simple. If you bid less than 13 and succeed, you score the number of tricks that you won. The other team will score nothing. If the bidding team takes fewer tricks than they bid, they lose that amount of their bid, and the other team scores for the number of tricks they won. If the bid was less than 13, you get all 13, a bonus of 3 points is applied. And if you bid 13 and get all 13 tricks, you'll get 26 points. So here we see somebody getting Kaboot, which is bidding 13 and getting all 13 tricks. And so it just applies whether you bid or didn't bid. Now the ranks are pretty simple: ace, king, queen, and jack, and there's no restriction as far as when we could play the trump suit. We could open with it. We could play it at any time when we have a different suit than the lead suit. We don't have any of the lead suit. So now we're going through the bidding process. East has passed since South was the dealer. North is bidding, and he's going to bid 8. Or excuse me, 7. West will pass, South will pass, and then we'll write down the result. We have 7. They choose clubs to be the trump suit, and so we start play. Play is going to start with the bid winner, which was North. North is going to put a card out, and everybody else is going to have to follow suit. They put the trump suit out, and play continues. So whoever won the last trick will start the next one. Everybody must follow suit unless they don't have that card of that suit in their possession. If that's the case, they can play any other card. So play continues, and we keep going. Pretty interesting, pretty simple game, and overall, pretty easy to understand, pretty easy to get into. The hard part is probably going to be the bidding part. Because it's unlike spades, you don't really have to wait for the suit to be broken in order to play it. So we went ahead and had East deal. West is going to win the trick, and he's going to have bid 8. So South should start this, but for some reason, not sure what went wrong. Oh yeah, the bid winner starts the trick. So then we continue going. West has won that trick. We continue going. They win the next one. Now, in the bidding process, you are not allowed to communicate with your teammate. Your teammate, of course, sits across from you like any other trick-taking game. So you're not allowed to communicate. And, but you are somewhat allowed to sort of guess based off of everybody's body language whether you want to bid higher or lower. And it's just a bidding process is tough when you don't know any real information, unlike spades where you're allowed to bid less than 7 tricks. You're bidding pretty much for what your team's going to do. So you personally are not taking 8 tricks, but your team is. So we see West has scored 9 tricks, so they'll get 9 points for that. And now the thing with this game is going to continue until somebody gets 31 points or more. And then at that point, the team with 31 points or more is the winner. And if you actually want to attempt this in public with some strangers, otherwise known as friends you haven't met, come to our subreddit Card Game Meetups. If you go there, do post your city and what games you might be willing to play. A lot of people are joining but not doing that. If you want to have a card game meetup, you need to at least post your city. That way people from the area might be able to contact you. And do click into the description to show more to find the links to a Discord channel where we talk about card games all day, every day. It's a very fun place worth going to. And do see our Solitaire version of that Discord as well. Do call your friends up and see about having them subscribe to this channel and maybe one day meeting up for some cards. And it would be definitely a good idea to do so. And do like, subscribe, and share these videos with people you know would be interested in card games. And I want to thank today's musician, David Kotok, for his cover of Aladdin's Arabian Nights. I tried to find some traditional Saudi music, but nothing that an American audience would have ever heard before. So I said, let's just do Arabian Nights. Who cares? So definitely check out his channel. He's got a lot of subscribers, and he has some great music, and I will see you next video.